Alright guys, we are back once again playing X-Men Legends, and we have a flashback segment to get through before we go into the actual game itself and the actual story, so hang in there. We just come back from a long break, and then of course we have to deal with boring shit at the beginning.
Who are you?
My name is Kurt Wagner, but normally I use the name Nightcrawler.
That's a very cool name.
Danke. That was my performing name when I was a famous acrobat known all over Germany. Perhaps you have heard of me.
No, I can't say that I have.
Pity. I do so love the spotlight. But perhaps what I loved the most was people's assumption that I was just a regular human dressed in a devil's costume.
That trick of yours is pretty neat. How does it work?
It is teleportation. At first I could only teleport a few meters, but the more I practice, the farther I can transport.
Wow. You can travel anywhere?
Almost. I must be able to see the place I am teleporting to. Otherwise I might appear in a wall or tree, which would be most disagreeable.
Could you tell me about the Sentinels?
Sentinels are pure evil in mechanized form. For a time, the government funded a program that built those mutant-killing machines.
How do Sentinels work?
They are programmed to scan for mutant DNA and then kill any and all mutants. Their shielding and weapons were built to withstand all but the most powerful attacks. I have battled them before, but God protect me should I ever have to again.
What's it like fighting a Sentinel?
It is terrible. I remember one battle in particular. The X-Men were summoned to New York to help a friend in trouble.
You've mentioned God several times. It seems kinda odd that you look like you do, and yet you're religious.
Yeah, I have heard that many times. But my belief in God is my greatest strength. For you see, muscle may be able to move mountains, but faith can lift an entire civilization.
Bye, Nightcrawler.
Auf Wiedersehen, Allison.
Alright, so now we've unlocked the flashback. Probably one of the worst flashbacks in the game. And I mean that as in, I fucking hate it. I'm not saying that other people hate it. I don't know how other people feel about it, but I fucking hate this one.
Where's Remy? He said he'd be here.
I don't like this. Something ain't right.
Wolverine, how can you live being so suspicious of everything and everyone?
The only reason I'm still living is because I am so suspicious.
Mutant DNA identified. Activate primary objective. Destroy mutant subjects.
Look out! It's a trap!
Basically, okay, well, first we gotta level up people because they've never been used before, or they've been leveled up in between, missions. Alright, so basically, the trick to this is only use Wolverine. Unless you have to use somebody else, just use Wolverine. It's literally the best option you can do, because everyone fucking sucks. This is the best way of just kind of making sure you get everyone doing shit. The missiles suck. That laser move right there sucks. It's the worst. It is almost, I found, at least with how I play the game and everything, it's nearly an insta-death. But this does get you used to fighting Sentinels, considering that you will be facing them pretty soon after this. In story, you'll be facing them. rather than how it is right now, where this is a flashback. All right, another save point. What the fuck? I'm assuming something happened. All right. Quite a bit of shit up here, huh? Comic book, awesome. That's good. Really, the only thing I care about in the, like, typically in these games, like, collecting wise, is typically the comic books. Like, you know, not to say that, like, the Danger Room discs are not important. It's just that, to me, I don't know, I don't really care for them too much. Let's go! Like, I'm not one to use the Danger Room unless I have to. And that goes for both, you know, the X-Men Legends games and the Ultimate Alliance games. Like, I'm not going to play these games. I'm not going to play the training modes unless I have to. Like, one of the only reasons why I did it in Ultimate Alliance when I played it back in the day was just because that's how you unlocked the Silver Surfer, which took a while to do, but I eventually did it. Only for you to play as a character that you don't really play as, like, ever. Like, even literally just to unlock the character, to unlock the character, it's, you know, doing something that requires you to have already beaten the game. Oh my god, Wolverine is dead. Awesome. That's so fucking sick, dude. Oh, Cyclops is getting dead too. Awesome. Guys, this is really going well. This is going great. I wasn't paying attention, and here we are. You know, it couldn't have been someone like if Jean Grey died. Like, if Jean Grey was to go, or, you know, Nightcrawler was to go, shit would have been so much better. You know, I wouldn't have been worried so much. You know, but here we are. The worst combination. Yeah, do that. Leave yourself open for a while, okay? Let me just get some free punches in. Holy shit! You see what I'm talking about? Like, randomly massive damage. Out of nowhere. Like, I know what I'm talking about. Probably not the best person to show off what I'm talking about. Because clearly, I'm doing a bad job of it. So, right, so we only need to fight 2 more, and here's 4, right? We just need to defeat 2 more. So as long as we just defeat 2 of these motherfuckers, that's all we need. I don't know where Nightcrawler's going. He doesn't look to be doing fucking anything. I'm gonna get away and try to lure some of these people out. Well, I guess I could lift something up and throw it at them, but I mean, shit. You know what, Nightcrawler, you're not being any help anyways, so I don't care that you're dying. You're just kind of sitting around doing fuck all. Ooh, there's one. Let's fucking go. And she leveled up, so she's full health. Let's go. See, now that those ones are out there in the field doing who fucking knows, they're not bothering, so as long as we focus on this one now, we got this in the bag. Shit. Oh my god! Fuck me, dude. That's it. Nightcrawler's got to pull this in clutch. He is low on that health. We have no health packs. He's got to pull it in. Fucking useless. Now, here's the thing, right? I love Nightcrawler as a character in this game. Fucking useless, dude. Any other game he's in, he's like great, perfectly fine. But for some reason in this game, fucking ass. He is the cheeks, dude. Get out of the way. Got too much shit going on out here. One of the things this game has a problem of is it makes you target shit that is just not a thing. Like, it'll make you target those gas clouds, and it's like, why would I want to target the gas cloud? Why would I try to attack the gas cloud game? That makes no sense. Shut up, Nightcrawler. I do not care. I got other things on my plate right now. You dying, not up there on my list, buddy. Oh my god! What the fuck was that, dude? You're joking me. You're joshing me right now. What the hell? We are fumbling right now. But just wait. We did it. Finally. Cool. Awesome. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. What the fuck was that? I don't need to talk to you anymore. Fuck you. Or which was it? We got an Iceman comic book. I don't know when we got that one, but we got that one, and we got a Nightcrawler comic book. Cool. Awesome.
Hello, Allison. I was hoping to see you today.
Hi, Professor Xavier.
How are you?
I'm not sure. Being able to generate lava kind of freaks me out.
That's understandable.
I wanted to let you know that I've decided. I'd like to become a student at your school.
That's excellent news, Allison. You've made a very wise choice.
Thank you, sir. The Institute does seem to be the best place for me. At least for now.
Now that you're a student, I'd like very much to test your mutant abilities.
Test my abilities? You mean in the danger room?
Yes, if you don't mind.
But what if I fail?
There is no grade for this test. It's merely a means to measure the full extent of your powers. That way, we'll know better how to deal with your particular needs.
Okay. I'll try. But don't expect much.
Don't worry, Allison. Just do your best.
All right. Allison training. Okay. First off, we're going to level her up. Something I haven't been doing the entire game. Kind of because I didn't really feel the need to do that just yet. Alright. Magma's actually a pretty interesting character to play as because she does have good moves. Like imagine everything that not Nightcrawler. Well, she's definitely better than Nightcrawler. But imagine Iceman, but fire. That's literally her powers. I mean, there are some slight differences, but, you know, at the end of the day, like, her added, she has added elemental melee damage. She, you know, throws fire balls at people. She can do the ice skating thing that he does in the air, but hers is, you know, not ice, it's fire. She's actually pretty good in my opinion. Now, does that mean I'm gonna use her a lot? I don't know. Maybe. It really just depends on the scenario. Because more so at this point in the game than earlier on, you do have the potential, you do have stuff where certain people are going to be better for certain levels, whereas, you know, there's multiple times where really you don't really need to plan out who you're using. You can just kind of use whoever you want. But after this point, it's like, no, you do have to kind of choose who you're going to use. Whee! I got a heal, buddy. What the hell? Sometimes I trust my ability to not get hurt way too often. Meanwhile, it's rarely ever worked. Typically, I end up getting my ass beat. Yeah, you just kind of run through this level and beat all the people, and that's it. Hit them with the same fucking combo, because why not? There's multiple combos, but I swear in these games I rarely ever use different combos unless I have to do it. Like, say for instance, they introduce it in the second game, but they introduce like enemies who can only be beaten after using a certain combo.
We're getting some interesting readings on your powers. I'll show you after the test. While this is only an exercise, you are in a minimal amount of jeopardy.
Shoot. Yeah, if you sit there during that cutscene and you just sit there the entire time, like, this guy will come and hit you from behind. Something that might not seem obvious because you're like, oh, we're in a essentially a cutscene. They wouldn't put me in a scenario where I could get hit in a cutscene. Yeah, you just kind of go through another wave of enemies. They just keep respawning and keep respawning and keep respawning. I actually forgot what the reasons, like how you pass this part. I don't know if it is you beating them or if it's like, well, you have to fail. You just have to fail at a certain point. I think that's what it is. So if you just lose, right? So just don't heal. Like I'm not saying don't fight, because I mean, hey, you get some extra XP for every person you fucking down, so why not, right? But you know, don't be trying. Oh, never mind. There we go.
The kid's got potential.
Indeed.
Professor, the safety protocols are failing.
I'm getting her out of there.
Wait.
Stop!
What just happened?
Am I in trouble?
Not at all, my child. Scott?
Professor, I haven't seen energy readings like this since...
The Phoenix. Are you all right, Allison?
I'm fine, Professor Xavier. And I'm really sorry about destroying the danger room. I don't know what happened. I just sort of lost control.
Not to worry. This type of thing happens all the time. Besides, I think it gives Beast an excuse to make modifications to the equipment.
Well, I've had enough. I'm never setting foot in the danger room again.
I understand this was a very trying experience, but at some point you must try again. It's the only way you'll learn to master your powers.
But I won't need to learn about my powers if I never use them again.
That wouldn't be a wise course of action. I encourage you to take some time off and rest. When you feel better, come back to the danger room and try again.
I don't know, Professor Xavier. Let me think about it.
I just want to point out how lucky you guys are to be hearing this game with the audio edited, because if you had to deal with it from my scenario, god damn, that shit would be blasting your fucking eardrums. Anyways, there's another flashback.
Greetings and salutations, Allison.
Did anyone tell you what I did in the danger room?
My dear, I heard the explosions through the soundproof walls of this laboratory. Even Wolverine never managed to accomplish that feat.
I tried to apologize to Professor Xavier for all the damage.
Not to worry. The danger room is always suffering one type of catastrophe or another. Besides, this will give me an excuse to replace the protonic inducers and realign the holographic image projectors.
What if I never learn to control my powers?
That's preposterous. Of course you can. You simply need to persevere in your training.
These powers I have, they scare me.
Every X-Man felt that way initially. Some of us are still struggling for control.
Don't kid me. I can see it's all a breeze to you guys. You don't have any problems.
I beg to differ. Rogue will never know the touch of another person. Cyclops will be forever cursed to wear his visor. And then there's Jean Grey.
What about Jean Grey?
In times of extreme duress, Jean has the potential to be overwhelmed by the sheer amount of power she wields. And when that happens, her personality is altered. She unlocks a malevolent entity known as the Phoenix.
That sounds horrible.
I am not cognizant of a word to describe just how horrible it is.
And now on a different note.
Are the X-Men always jetting off to stop trouble, like they did for me today?
No, but there are times when trouble seeks us out, right here at the mansion. I remember a time when a certain brute named Juggernaut paid us a visit. It was less than sociable.
What happened?
Juggernaut's mind was set on murder that day. The murder of his brother.
Thanks for talking to me, Beast.
It's been a pleasure, my dear.
Did you get whiplash from the way that she just changed the emotion of that conversation? She went from downer to... By the way, you guys ever do some crazy stuff before?
Xavier? Where's my half-brother? Tell that runt Kane Marcos come home to bring the pain.
By my stars and garters, Juggernaut appears quite perturbed.
Where's the professor?
In the sub-basement, but we have to make sure Juggernaut doesn't make it that far.
Yep, and since we can't choose who we are, this is the group that we have to be, and we just pick Iceman and proceed to, I guess, get punched by the Juggernaut. That's not what I meant. We just beat him. Basically, you gotta stop Juggernaut before he does too much damage, which is what that bar on the side is. Yeah, multiple resistances. Yep, we can't hit him at all. We're kind of useless right now until he stops. Iceman's slow power does come in handy at this point because it slows him down. It allows you to get more punches in and... Oh, whoa, what the hell? And it also stops him from really doing a rampage. Like that. Although, it's not really useful at this point because he can't get hurt and he has to do...
Hey, give me back my helmet. It's the only thing that keeps me safe from psychic mutants.
The fucking classic villain type shit. You guys did not help me at all there. What the hell? Well, Iceman's dead. Awesome. I know. Our greatest weapon is down. So we have to do our backup greatest weapon. Hey, Cyclops, what the fuck are you doing? Because it looks like you're doing not a lot to me. Okay. Oh, everyone's dead. Awesome. There we go. And that's it. Very unceremonious end to that. Wow. Everyone fucking died. I was not expecting that. Fucking Beast and Jean Grey got taken out in one fucking hit. Anyways, now we have the actual mission to go to. I think after that, there's only one more flashback in the rest of the whole game.
We have a potential emergency. I received this brief transmission from Gambit a short time ago.
Strange voodoo down here. Morlocks are gathered. And that's no lie. Now they coming for me.
Professor, the Morlocks are after Remy. We gotta go save him.
I agree, Rogue. We must proceed with caution.
Who are the Morlocks?
They're a tribe of mutants who have isolated themselves from the general mutant populace. They're sewer dwellers, having built an entire secret society beneath the streets of Manhattan.
Yes, and in doing so, they have become extremely hostile towards outsiders. I want a team to enter the sewers as quietly as possible and render aid to Gambit should he require it. Please keep contact with the Morlocks to a minimum.
That Cajun can't stay out of trouble, can he?
That's a trait you two share in abundance.
You get funnier by the day, Furball, you know that?
You have your mission, X-Men. Be on your way. There's no time to waste.
You know, This level is probably my least favorite level in the entire game. I can't think of a single worse level than this sewer level. Like, maybe there are some other ones that are, you know, just as bad, if not worse. But this one really does take the fucking cake. Okay, people, remember what Professor Xavier said. Let's find Gambit and get out of here with as little contact with the Morlocks as possible. Sorry I didn't use a southern accent. It didn't feel like it. Alright, folks, let's go. Nah, I wasn't gonna do that. But yeah, I really dislike this level with a passion because fucking Jesus, man, it's just so repetitive. You're dealing with like the same enemies and they're like, maybe that wouldn't be that much of a problem. Like, there's 3 enemy types. Maybe that wouldn't be that big of a problem if it wasn't the 3 most annoying enemies in the entire game, all wrapped up into one level that's really long. Where are you? Okay, well they're actually damaging me through the wall, and I don't like that. So you got that type which throws shit at you, so not fun. You got a muscle-bound freak, a fucking lunatic over here, fucking muscled up, fucking physical resistant, which means nothing to someone like Iceman because he could just go, nah, bitch, my physical attacks are ice attacks technically, so fuck you. And then later on, we haven't met it yet, but we will, is one that can revive enemies, and yeah, that's not fun. Where are you going, dog? Don't walk away. But yeah, they told us, you know, no physical, you know, don't get in contact with the Morlocks. Well, they got in contact with us, so kinda doesn't help. Oh yeah, and someone like Storm or whoever else, they can really help with closing that up. So that way you don't have to deal with them constantly coming out. I see you through the wall, buddy. So yeah, typically we would play as Wolverine all the time, but considering how this level works, we're gonna be playing as like Iceman mainly, because he's really useful at this point, because A, he can use physical attacks against these energy resistant guys, and then he can use his physical attacks against the physical resistant guys. And he'll do the same amount of damage with both of them. But yeah, you guys, yeah, get ready for the long haul, because this fucking level takes forever, man. Just corridor after corridor after corridor. And this is only just the first part of this level. There's a second part of this level, too. I mean, they definitely learned in the second game, because the second game has you going back to these sewers. They're obviously different, but the idea is the same. You're going back to the sewers, and they made it so much better. It just doesn't, it's not nearly as fucking long. You know, there's different enemy types going on. You know, sure, they have the same, you know, these 3 enemies are still there, but they do add more shit going on. Get out of the way. Where are my teammates? Where the fuck are you? Dude, are you guys okay? Like, half the time. Come on, guys. What's going on here? Okay, we gotta switch into somebody else, because it ain't, you know, Iceman is close to death. What was that? These fucking idiots just sitting in the fucking corner of the hallway like, well, I don't want to go out there. What if we get hurt or something? I don't fucking know why they were just sitting out there. Leaving Iceman to just take on the entire fucking army himself. Maybe they heard that I was talking up fucking Iceman so much, and they're like, well, if you think so highly of him, there we go. So you got two pathways. You got that way, and then there's one on the other side, because we have to, we're gonna have to drain this thing in the center of the room. And how we do that is by going to the other sides, or going to each of those pathways and doing some shit in there. Like I said, it's just really repetitive. I mean, how many fucking guys do we have to do this shit with, man? Corridor, corridor, corridor. Like, it feels like I've been doing this level for an hour, and I know I have not even come close to an hour. But it fucking feels like it. Because guess what? The process that we're doing right now to get this fucking thing done, we have to repeat it. Yeah, we gotta do it again. Also, we're not gonna talk about how, the X-Men coming in and just breaking pumps in the sewer could possibly cause damage to the city's plumbing system for years to come. All for them to find one guy. Come on. Get out of our fucking way. I just need to break your pump. I just need to destroy New York City. I just need to destroy New York's sewage system.
Soon you ain't gonna be so pretty.
Alright, that pump is done. Alright. And now we can finally go down here. See what's up. Hey, what's up? Alright, now we're in the little area with all the non-hostile Morlocks are at. I'm not going to be talking to every single person. You can talk to every single person, but they're all going to tell you the same shit. In fact, let me just give you a sneak peek. Get away from me, sun skunks. We don't want your type down here. We're looking for a man named Gambit. Have you seen him? I say get away from me. And it's basically a bunch of shit like that. You got two people that you need to talk to. Healer and Morrow. Let's talk to Morrow first.
Upworlders, you have no business in the realm of the Morlocks. Be gone from here.
Are you the leader of the Morlocks?
Yes, I am Marrow. We have no need for the likes of you down here in our dark world.
We're searching for a mutant named Gambit.
Gambit. Yes, I've met him. But he's not been seen in our tunnels for a very long time.
Are you sure? A short time ago, we received a radio transmission saying he was here in your tunnels.
The radio transmission was obviously wrong. Your friend is not down here.
What have we done to anger you?
You anger me because you live in a world of light and beauty, while we outcasts are forced to live in darkness.
You're more than welcome to leave the sewers and join us in the sun.
Liar! You speak sweet phrases, but you don't mean them. Mark my words. Soon we Morlocks will be treated as equals to those who walk in sunlight.
Wonder what she means by that. We're gonna continue searching for our friend.
It's useless. You won't find him here.
Yeah, okay.
Greetings. Unless I'm mistaken, you are the X-Men.
How'd you know? Yes, we are. How'd you know? Okay.
Ah, every Morlock has heard of you.
Who are you?
I am the healer. I am the spiritual leader of the Morlocks. I am also a skilled herbalist.
What's an herbalist? Come on. You guys can't be that stupid.
I care for the sick of our tribe by creating medicines from various plants. Given the proper ingredients, I would be happy to make healing potions for you.
Cool. So basically what that means is you can go to his store as well as Forge's. Well, now mainly just healers, but you can go to Healer and buy like things like energy packs or health packs, which does come in handy later down the road. In fact, it might come handy right now considering we have no health packs. Have you seen a mutant named Gambit down here?
Marrow has forbidden any discussion of the subject.
Sounds like there's more going on here than anyone's willing to tell us.
I cannot answer that, but I would warn you to be wary should you search our tunnels for the Cajun thief.
We've been attacked several times. Why are the Morlocks so agitated?
These are confusing times for my people.
What do you mean?
Marrow is losing sight of what her people want. She's leading them down a violent path. I, on the other hand, am trying to steer us towards peace. Never have Marrow and I been so divided on an issue.
You could also sell things, but we don't really need to do that. But yeah, now that we're done talking to them, we can go to the next level, or go to where we need to go now. Alright, hey, there it is, our new enemy type over there. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of her immediately before she puts her powers to use. You see, the thing with the revive people is like it's they at least level it out to where that they're easy to kill, but they're not they're still fucking annoying to deal with because they can teleport away from they can teleport all over the place. So that's not fun. And you got these ones right here, right? Hey, Rogue, get over here. Now I gotta be careful because if I get hit jumping across there, she dies. So I gotta be fucking careful.
Will do.
Let's take. All right, let's go. Now that everyone was brought over there, we can move back around. See, the problem is, yeah, like this, like when they revive each other, it's like, oh fuck, it never ends. All right, now we just continue to the 22nd Street Steamworks area, aka where we will have a boss fight, if not based on the indication of, if not, simply just the game telling us right then and there that, yeah, you're gonna have a boss fight here from them showing Marrow right there. All right, now let's get to this fight. Gambit, are you okay?
Bonjour, mes amis. Oh, I'm fine. It's good to know a man can count on his friends. We?
Marrow, let Gambit go.
Never! We'll fight you beauties to the death before we give the Cajun up.
Alright.
You never should have come to my...
She's not terrible to deal with. Obviously there's explosives, but most of her shit is that, honestly, you're better off playing as Iceman in this fight, because you can slow her down, which makes her easier to hit more often, and it makes it easier to dodge her attacks. So as long as you have Iceman, you'll be fine. Get away from those steam parts there, because obviously, yeah, that doesn't bode well, because it hurts.
Enough! You have won, X-Men. For now. But this is only the first round.
Why did you take Gambit prisoner?
We caught him spying on us, like a rat in the shadows. I can't have some two-bit thief complicating my plans.
Let us take Gambit and we'll leave.
Very well. But don't let us catch that Cajun in our sewers again.
Sick, and she disappeared. Alright. I'm gonna go around and see what's up, if we can get any health packs, energy pack type stuff, because this actually, right as soon as we get Gambit, we lead straight into another mission. We'll have you out in a second, Gambit.
No worries. Old Gambit done already picked the lock.
Why didn't you help? What were you doing down here?
I was hearing the Morlocks were getting cozy with the Brotherhood. Thought maybe I better check it out, you know? Then they, done caught me.
So you were pretty bad. Guess you're not as lucky as you thought.
Oh, I don't know about that. After all, y'all be here saving me.
Let's get out of here before Marrow comes back and takes us all prisoner.
X-Men, I apologize for the telepathic intrusion, but from data gained at the Harp facility, I believe we've determined where the Brotherhood will strike next.
Is this the location Toad told us Mystique was so interested in?
Yes, Scott. And that location is the USS Arbiter.
Ain't that the new submersible aircraft carrier?
Indeed. Its exact coordinates are being uploaded to you now.
Professor, you don't suppose that the Arbiter is where they're keeping Mag...
Storm, I pray it is not. But you must proceed there immediately and stop the Brotherhood before they're able to achieve their goal.
Don't worry, Professor. We'll stop them. Dead in their tracks.
I have the utmost confidence you will, Wolverine. Good luck, X-Men.
We have to stop the Brotherhood, but the safety of the Arbiter crew is our main priority. Unfortunately, they're probably going to see us as enemies, so keep your guard up.
Freaks learned a lesson.
Toto's right, they're building Sentinels again. But why are the Sentinels attacking us and leaving the Brotherhood alone? They should target all mutants. To stop additional Sentinels from being deployed, we'll have to destroy the launching platforms. You're so right. Yes, you need to destroy those so that way each one you take out, they're not, you know, reproducing. Well, tell fucking Iceman to do his damn job right. Maybe he won't need healing, huh? Besides, we need more fucking health packs for me to decide, yeah, let's give you in particular fucking health packs. The thing about these Sentinels is I don't believe they have the little laser arm thing. So they shoot their lasers straight out like that. Which is good and bad. Because if they're not targeting if they're targeting someone who's further away from you, then you don't have to worry about that because they're going to shoot far out into the middle of nowhere. But if they're targeting you, then that shit sucks. Because then you're too close to them and there's no way for you to get out of the way.
Let's see what you got.
Too bad the Sentinels didn't kill your off, ex-morons. Going down!
Now I understand why the Brotherhood attacked Moir Island. Sentinels locate mutants by scanning for mutant DNA, and with Forge's masking device, the Brotherhood would appear as ordinary humans. Yes. Yes, and what are you talking about here, brother? Brother, what are you talking about? Listen, I'll worry about why things are happening after I'm dealing with the problems. Okay, I'm not concerned about that right now. I'm concerned about these people that are trying to hit me. You know, we've had all this time now away from, you know, Allison's story. It kind of, you know, it kind of makes you think, like, what's happening with Allison? You know, I'm so invested in what's happening with her over what's happening with the X-Men right now. Right, now let's go ahead and deal with the Sentinel. It's big bad version. See, it's got blue. And it can do that and do a big laser beam like that. You do have enough power. Just that sonic blast makes it to where you're unable to use your powers. Alright. Now that that's done, you might be wondering, where do we go? There's no exit. There's no where to go. Well, the thing is that's the thing. You go up here, and you hit this little thingy, and well, you know, I know that. Get out of my way. How about you fuckers do that, huh? No, there we go. You can jump up there and just hit it, but I think you need someone who can fly. But basically, yeah, you just do whatever you can just to hit it. Oh shit! Cyclops just entered us into the new area. He fucking fell down there first. All right, now we're underground. Jesus. Yeah, that little object there, that shit sucks. It's not good. It damages you, and it damages you over time, and it fucking sucks. There's also one that drains your energy, and that one's not that bad because it doesn't kill you. Out of my way! Here's the energy one. We have found it. It is here. We must break it. But it's hard when the game auto-locks on to the enemies near you. Yo, sit your ass down, bitch. See, the problem is I get confident and I say shit like that, but then what ends up happening is then I very quickly get my ass beaten. And then I'm like, okay. Looks like I'll stop talking all this trash. Could y'all leave us alone? We're just trying to fucking help the people that are on here, right? What's wrong with that? If you got a problem with saving people, yeah, I know there's people dying on the ship right now, but they can wait, man. I got things to search. I got rooms to search, man. What if there's a little book with like drawings in it and stuff? I might need that, you know? I need it for my collection. Oh no, looks like we gotta go around. It's like, do they think that that's gonna stop us? Ha ha! We put a wall in your path. You couldn't possibly defeat us now. Your path has been blocked. Like, as if we're not gonna just go around. Take the long way.
It's Glob. He's destroying the ship's generators and cracking the hull in the process.
We have to save the Arbiter crew. Jean, can you use your telekinetic powers to hold the ship together?
I can, but only for a short time.
Thanks, Jean. We'll need every second you can give us. So this is where someone like Cyclops comes in handy because, well, Cyclops or Storm, because Jean Grey will hold those things in place and you will zap them and weld them shut, which will give you more time to basically save, because now everything's being timed. But yeah, we just run through and find all the parts that need welding and then save the people like this Joe. Some of the Orbiter sailors are in trouble. We have to help them get to the lifeboats. So basically, we go into each room Either find nothing, or find somebody, or find an enemy. We go to him and we go,
How do I get out of here?
follow us. We'll lead you to safety. I'm not going to say that every time. You'll get the gist. Oh, you guys better move out of the way. Gambit, move out the way. Now, thankfully, the game is not absolutely awful. Thanks, X-Men. I'm also not going to read that the entire time. Thankfully, the game is not awful and puts a health bar on the sailors that you're saving. Basically, this is not an escort mission in the sense of keep them alive. It's more so just find them and have them follow you, which they're going to automatically do.
The ship is starting to fall apart. I'll hold it together as long as I can, but it'd really help me if you'd repair any leaks that appear.
Okay, well, that's kind of what we're doing already. Damn, that guy got fucked up. So did that guy. Oh, what happened to you? He was in his death animation as soon as we turned around. Oh, Iceman comes in handy here.
Got it.
There we go.
How do I get out?
Yeah, shut up. All of them say the same thing. There's nothing different with what they say. Alright. Here we are in the infirmary. Got a lot of gold markers now.
Quickly, weld the hole in this wall.
How do I get out?
Follow us. We'll find the exit together, as we haven't found it yet. There it is. We have found the exit.
How do I get out?
The other reason why Cyclops is really helpful is A, for the welding, and B, for the leadership ability. But you know who else has those two things? Or at least one of the abilities that basically works the same? Storm. So you don't really need Cyclops, really. Because his melee attacks are weaker than hers because she has elemental added damage. And she can fly, and he can't. Also can't pass this level. I mean, you can. I'm not, you just do this. Now, if you had Nightcrawler, you could just teleport. But also, if you had Nightcrawler, you would have a difficult time doing everything else. Like, if you need a guy to teleport, he's there for you. Fuck! Okay, you know what's pretty cool? We're gonna go back now. We need Storm. Well, that didn't end too well. And I should have just had Storm from the beginning. Would have been way better. Like, you remember when I said earlier that, oh, you know, Storm's so great. Storm's so much better than Cyclops. Maybe I should have taken that as a goddamn omen. That since I knew that, I should have just had her to begin with. But no, I just had to use Cyclops. And look where that got me. Yeah, there are multiple times where it's just gonna be like, yep. I called it, you know, like I pointed out, oh, you know, if you touch that stuff, it's an insta-death. And I talked about how better, you know, Storm was over Cyclops, but I didn't listen to my own damn advice. I didn't listen to anything I said myself. And look where that got us.
How do I get up?
Shut up. I'm not in the mood, dude. Hey. You trapped behind there? Iceman, why are you so far behind?
Right.
Hey.
How do I get out?
Shut up, dude. Why are you yelling at me, man?
How do I...
Anyways, hey guy, so the exit's over here. Now there's one more. And lucky for us, we have a gold indicator on the map to tell us where he is.
How do I get up?
Okay.
Yes.
Not that I really need to heal anybody, because I'm pretty sure this is like it. But, you know, just in case. Okay, the Arbiter crew is safe. Let's go stop the Brotherhood.
No, it's too late. I can't keep the ship afloat any longer. Whatever it was the Brotherhood wanted here, they're going to die for it. And if we don't leave right now, we'll drown too.
Get ready. Here he comes. Yes, sir.
Access granted. Welcome, General William Kincaid.
How dare they! Behold! The savior of the mutant race is free!
Our destiny is at hand. His words shall ring to all corners of the land. For he shall come forth and wage war upon our enemies. The worthy will rise up to usher in a new age. Like gods they will be. But only by your will.
It is time to set my house in order.
I'm Deborah Owens for RVN World News. Our top story tonight, the attack on the USS Arbiter. Earlier today, a terrorist group known as the Brotherhood of Mutants boarded the Arbiter and forced their way into the lower decks. Once there, they released an electromagnetic burst that severely crippled the ship. Officials were quick to point out that even though the Arbiter sank, there was no loss of human life. This event gave General Kincaid more fuel for his anti-mutant sentiment. At a press conference, the general said that should things continue in this vein...
Homo sapiens. We stand upon the edge of a brave new world, and evolution has found you lacking. I invite all mutants to congregate at the Mount. Together, we will force the Homo sapiens to make way for their true masters. Homo superior.
Things at the mansion have become really tense now that Magneto is free. Professor Xavier spends a lot of time with Cerebro. Cyclops is super uptight, and you can't talk to Wolverine without him trying to take your head off. Feels like something really bad is about to happen. Still, as stressed out as things are, I'm surprised to find I'm starting to think of the mansion as home.
That's probably just because you've been here so long. Stockholm Syndrome.